cold.
It's like, dude, it's
chilly.
cold.
It's cold in here.
Oh, are you getting cooled off by that amazing sample of ice cream in the background?
I have to keep it cold enough in here to keep this thing frozen. Otherwise, this sucker will melt, and it's big. It's big.
It's big.
You know what that is, right?
What?
That's only the best ice cream ever sold from the ice cream man ever. That is no longer made after being picked up by Klondike, the great Choco Taco.
That's insane. So I mean, right off the bat, you're telling me that you think that's the greatest ever?
What the hell would I put it up there for?
That's true. I guess a mild fan would just be like, hey, whatever, we're gonna just represent something.
No, man. The Choco Taco is the mix of everything great. The drumstick and the Nestle bar. It gets a little bit of caramel. It gives you a little bit of everything. And you get the ice cream cone flavor in a taco form. You have to hold the stick and worry about the stuff spilling all over. It's in taco form. It's perfect.
If I'm being honest, the whole name is amazing. It's just a great name, dude. Like, there's no way a kid wouldn't be like, "Oh my god, I've got to get this." It's just Choco Taco. It's the greatest.
Taco.
Yeah, 100% beauty.
But anyway, so keeping it cool in the room, a little chilly in here right now. Just what I got to do.
Yeah, you got to do that sometimes, man. I don't know. It's
Whoa, hold on. You hear that?
Is that who I think that is?
Mom!
Ice cream!
Ice cream man!
That's what it was.
Ice cream man! Hey man, I was gonna say something. Let me say something about the Choco Taco. You could get hello Ken Man and Bob Riley. I apologize.
Hey,
What's going on, Hasbro? How are you, dude?
How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Mm-hmm. But every bite of the Choco Taco, you get ice cream, waffle cone, and chocolate caramel.
Right.
So that's what was awesome about it. Okay, it was like it's and then you had one side that wouldn't spill that much, so you could you had somewhere to you can work it.
Just like
you can work it.
Just like your choice in Jersey tonight. You are making a great point.
Wow.
I know this wasn't even planned, guys.
Not
this was
planned.
Just popped in there with the same freaking representing the same team. Wow,
let's go Miami. Let's go Marlins. Love them.
I'll tell you what. We got a lot of stuff to cover. We got a lot of items to cover. We're gonna make some ice cream people rich right now. They're driving around in their little scary vans.
People in the comment section. Oh, go ahead.
They are kind of scary.
Right off the bat, I am going to say, and we can go ahead and get it away too, because really our all-time favorite is our all-time favorite, and maybe not everybody else is going to share that, so we can get that off the bat. I'm going to do it right off the bat. This baby right here, what I've got in my hand, the strawberry shortcake, for me, has always been number one. It's tied with another one, but it's number one on my list. So that's my favorite. That's my favorite. Is there anybody out there in ice cream fan land who agrees with me that the strawberry shortcake is the best ice cream from the ice cream truck?
It's up there. It is up there.
Yeah.
Well, you can't get the Choco Taco anymore, so that's not fair. Mine's more of talking about an old school ice cream that is no longer. It's kind of like the Mickey Mouse bar. You try to find that Mickey Mouse where we had the the white ice cream, the vanilla ice cream with the smiley face and then the big chocolate ears. Now it's this. Now it's just all chocolate. That's all it is. You still get it's Mickey, but it's not it's not what it used to be.
No.
They're like, how many steps we can save right now if we don't put the freaking eyeballs in there and the nose and the damn ear outline. They know what the hell it is. We put it on the wrapper. They're going to eat it. Shut up. That's exactly how it is.
It's not bad.
Just because it's Mickey Mouse, another $1.50 more right off the tap.
Easily, dude. We know this.
So
I'm saying strawberry shortcake, by far my 100% favorite item to buy. I don't know. We've got a friend out there that says the same thing.
The chocolate one.
Brandy
too.
is saying
Okay.
agreed.
The
agreed.
chocolate eclair.
one.
The chocolate eclair. That's a
Yeah.
great. Yep, I agree with both of those.
All right. Well, since you
Are
said
very
it,
good.
There it is.
Hey,
Oh!
eclair.
Well, listen. What
That
is
was
good
my
about
favorite.
these? There's a little texture. There's little breadcrumbs on the outside. It's not breadcrumbs. They're like cookie crumb. I don't know what kind of crumb it is. But
I have
it's
no
the
idea. As
crumbs.
far as I'm concerned, I think
It's
they're just
that
gluten
texture.
balls.
Hey, you know what? There's nothing like a good set of glutens.
Just a beautiful flavored. And here's the deal. I'll tell you this right now, and I don't want to go too far on this because I don't want to hog it. But this center strawberry stuff, okay? This has changed over the years. I don't know if you folks remember this, but back in the day, it was sort of like a more natural strawberry ice cream going down the middle of that, as opposed to what it is now, which is sort of a strawberry preserve, like a jam or a frozen jelly that you get in some of the newer. So this isn't exactly the old school one, but I think they just refined it to make it so they can pack as much high fructose freaking corn syrup in that shit as they possibly can, while making the whole corn industry flourish like they have been forever. So
God bless.
Strawberry eclair, strawberry shortcake, chocolate eclair. Not my favorite because I don't like chocolate, but you're right because it's the same thing, just with a couple different flavors.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, when you talk about crunchies,
baby.
When you talk about crunchies, I'm going to tell you about my favorite. Okay.
All right.
And there's going to be Nestle Crunch. Okay. This is the Nestle Crunch one. It's nice little.
Oh my God! I forgot about the Crunch Bar.
Oh, you forgot about the Crunch Bar. It doesn't matter because nobody loves you anyway. So it doesn't matter if you would have remembered it. You know, nobody would have cared about it. So kiss my ass. I know you didn't care. You know, I know you don't care.
So anyway, to you, sir.
This is it. There it is. There it is. And there's a Nestle Crunch Bar. It's delicious. And it's got crunchies in it. And it's a little better because you don't get all the, you know, when you have holding on to all the ice cream in the middle so you don't make a mess, you know.
All right.
That soft serve melts everywhere.
I got to stop you right away. I got to ask you something because my wife is on the line. She knows about probably what I'm about to ask you right now. See, sometimes I go in and out of this diet called Atkins. Real good for the gut, real good for stripping weight off of someone like me who burns fat like an idiot. But what I wind up doing is buying these treats, or, you know, my wife winds up getting these treats that are very low in sugar, very low in carb. And there's these specific ice cream treats that are exactly like that. But the unfortunate problem with this particular treat, and I don't know if it is with that one, so you got to tell me, is once you bite into that shit and crack the shell, the entire freaking shell falls from around that ice cream.
That just happened.
We're saying, right? It doesn't happen, huh? That's a quality ice cream treat, I think.
This happened with the Mickey Mouse thing. That just was all over. That was a very difficult thing to eat. So poor Mickey Mouse.
You're gonna give it a 0?
0 on the Mickey Mouse. I had to inhale it, or it would be all over the place.
Nestle Crunch once again kicks ass.
Yeah,
because it's not making.
So you're saying you're 100% right off the top, Hash Brown. That's the Nestle Crunch Bar is your winner chicken dinner.
No, I didn't say. All right, my all-time favorite is the rectangular Neapolitan ice cream sandwich.
Just your OG ice cream sandwich.
Little bread, little black bread with the holes on it, top and bottom. Vanilla, strawberry, chocolate. I don't remember the exact. Which
you're talking about Neapolitan.
Yeah. So that little son of a gun was my little. I love that dang sandwich, man. It was that was it. That was it. And they used to have the fat ones, not that skinny one, not that freaking one that that you get discounted at Fred's place. No. The fat boy, long, fat. It's all about the girth, baby.
Wow.
But then this Nestle Crunch because it's badass, dude. It's badass.
I do remember that one. I don't remember seeing the Nestle Crunch Bar on the ice cream trucks, but that's neither here nor there. I think that could have just been something that was in a different area or maybe a different time because again, those were popular as hell, man. I completely forgot about those.
They did have it wasn't Nestle, but they had, I think it was actually called Crunch or something like that.
Something like that. Maybe it was called the Crunch Bar. Right. Because they had the little Rice Krispies, man.
Right.
And it's just fucking awesome.
So there was a Keebler tie-in or something. Is that what we're saying? Or whoever?
Yes, Nestle bought it.
Nestle, sorry.
Nestle bought it, yeah.
They're like, that's it. We got this.
We got
this.
And
I
there's
can't and you're saying that Choco Taco is the winner for you, huh?
Yeah, I mean, overall, I'm going to go that way. I like any kind of food ultimately that you can just kind of hold in your hand and eat. I'm a big sandwich kind of guy. Even if I have a dinner in front of me, it could be spaghetti. If there's bread there, I'll throw the spaghetti in the bread and I'm making a sandwich out of everything. So to me, this is like a dessert sandwich. It's not overly messy if you eat it quick enough. And that's also, nice. So I'm all about this. The Choco Taco is the way to go, even though it's no longer available. So it's not a dessert I'll get to enjoy anymore.
Never
which is why I am instead enjoying a chipwich.
Oh,
the chipwich. Who? I've got it. Production has everything queued up, ladies. Great job this week, guys. Good shit.
This is some really good stuff right here.
Yeah, I had one. Not an original chipwich, but I bought one for the wife because I couldn't justify just getting stuff for myself. But
I couldn't find the chipwich. I had found the Nestle Toll House version. No chips on the side. Great cookie though. And again,
so I'm gonna
easy to hold in the hand.
How about this one? Do you guys remember this? I think this was a staple of every ice cream truck.
Oh
Boom!
yeah.
Yep. The rocket pop.
Those were three different flavors.
These are bomb pops. Here's a funny thing. I've seen this called 3 different things.
Right, because I remember calling it rocket.
The rocket pop, the bomb pop, and more recently, freedom pop. So I swear to you, if you look up freedom pop, that's going to pop up for you.
Is that freedom pop, man?
America.
We'll suck it up.
Suck it up.
Man, that's it. Cheers for the chipwich, says Jordana, and she is right. She is
good.
right.
And again, easy to hold, no mess.
No mess.
It's really smart. There were the kids. We weren't really hard to please, man. Really, there was only a few things.
Ice cream and cookies. How do you go wrong with chocolate chip cookie and ice cream? You can't go wrong.
Do you remember the 3 flavors on that bomb pop?
This is too much for me to eat.
I thought it was cherry, pineapple, and raspberry.
Raspberry, yeah.
I thought it was lemon, cherry, lemon, and raspberry.
Is that what it is?
I feel that it was.
I can't answer. I didn't eat that thing enough to know.
Hey, maybe the crowds
that wasn't my choice.
In the comment section could tell us if they remember. But I remember it being cherry, lemon, lime, and raspberry.
Lemon would make sense, but
yeah, I think because sort of lemonade, that would be the way to go. And the thing I remember the most, and I'm not going to blow the wad on this one, but everything I find. Everything I found popular for me, and I think most of Miami, because we all grew up there.
Yes.
I think that particular area for us, Ken and I, in the 70s and 80s, everything, if it wasn't dairy ice cream, it was sort of a form of Italian ice.
Mm-hmm.
There was all kinds of different spin-offs of that where, and like we were talking about, the bomb pop is really a version of that as well. It's very much sort of a sweet
Italian ice on a stick.
Yeah, exactly. Instead of shaved ice or a snow cone, which is another one. I never got into the snow cone because I knew better. I knew it was just syrup on ice. And
You're just selling me ice. I'm not paying for the ice.
It made me mad. I was
free.
Like,
that would be.
I want this something made into production.
It was called a granizo.
Granizo.
A granizo, and they would put that milk that thick condensed milk sometimes on it too.
Yeah, the evap.
Yeah, maybe the evaporated milk. I don't know. I'm not a cook. I don't know. But I used to eat the hell out of it, and I used some type of milk, and it was inside the ice. Yeah,
the condensed for sure.
I got to say this: if we're gonna excuse me, if we're gonna talk about the Choco Taco and the Neapolitan, like you were talking about, then we have to at least give.
When do you get
the Neapolitan? I know this has to be mentioned.
What the?
It's a flying saucer.
It's a UFO.
Flying saucer,
real dude,
from quite possibly the greatest ice cream company in the world, Carvel Ice Cream. Carvel Ice Cream. Sing it with me. We make we're not going to do that, but that is by far, in my eye, because they had a Neapolitan version of that as well. Captain Hash. That is actually probably the best ice cream sandwich I've ever had. If it was soft. Now, obviously, you had to let it thaw out. I didn't really give it a lot of time to do that. But later on, when they started getting like the chocolate mint, forget it. Forget about it. That was a jam. I really enjoyed the flying saucer. Did you guys enjoy the flying saucer from Carvel?
Absolutely.
Absolutely, I'm going to say I did, and then I'm going to also mention if you're going to talk about Carvel, they had that stupid whale too. Wasn't there a whale?
Fudgy the whale.
He had a couple flying
the
saucers.
whale.
Those commercials were great.
I wanted to punch him every time.
You didn't like them, huh? That's freaking
I didn't eat
angry.
ice cream though. I did.
Oh my god, those ice cream cakes are incredible. So good. Carvel is great, but not an ice cream truck.
No,
item. You can't get that from the ice cream.
Can't get that.
What kind of ice cream truck you had going around out there? But,
yeah, that's some jive turkey stuff.
But we never got Carvel out of the trucks, man. We got we got cool stuff.
They have baseball cards sometimes in those cards.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what.
It's cigarettes. The cigarettes were really cool to walk
around.
There you go. I liked feeling cool with those, man. The ones you blew into and the smoke came out. The
sugar flew off. Or powder.
And those hard candy ones that you could stick people with.
Yeah.
These are all
Lucky Lights bubble gum instead of Lucky Strike. That's hilarious. Roundup Stallion. Jeez,
they don't sell this stuff anymore.
No, they don't sell anything.
They won't do this anymore.
They don't have the cigarettes, and they don't have the older uncle El Bobo.
El carajo.
De pinga.
De pinga, ladies. Hello. I have El Bobo.
I only remember Pink Owl. That's the only one I remember seeing.
Pink Eye.
But that was just one of those things. The Pink Owl. It's so crazy how they marketed that stuff to us. Let me tell you. It's insane. They did a great job of it. I did turn into a smoker at some point in my life. Is it because of that? I don't know. I don't know. If there's a class action, let me know. Send me the link.
Cookie Puss.
I don't think. Yeah, Cookie Puss. For you guys that don't know what the hell we're talking about, this Carvel ice cream company we're talking about. It not only had amazing different kinds of ice cream treats. They had specific ice cream cakes that had in the middle of them a chocolate and vanilla center, and then a thick layer of chocolate crumbles that were sort of cookie. Let me tell you guys, if you didn't have it, I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
you can find these cakes at. I think you can find them. If you can find them at Walmart, there's a couple places that sell these cakes, so you can still find them. Yeah. I found them out here in Denver in Walmart.
Really? They have Carvels still, bro. What are you talking about? Just go to a Carvel.
Not out here in fucking Colorado. They don't.
They don't got ice cream Carvels in Colorado.
Not only in Walmart, dude. That's what I'm telling you, man.
Yeah, carajo. You better get your little Carvels over there.
De pinga,
That's de pintura.
All right, so listen, I'm going to drive the ship then. How about this? Do you guys remember this?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Bunny.
Yeah, it wasn't an ice cream I was interested in, but saw it a lot, yeah.
It was,
Tweety Birds.
Yeah, and this is what it wound up looking like.
Yeah, it was in a fucking fight.
Listen, I'm not really worried about any cats chasing me right now, you son of a bitch. I can't really see, so if the cat's going to eat me, the cat's going to eat me. That's really how I think the audio went for that.
That's
but
probably
most of the time,
what it was.
When we see things like something that was brought up earlier by our good friend Hash Brown, he was talking about
Buffalo
Bill.
Oh, man.
The Fat Frog and Buffalo Bill. That Fat Frog is different now. Those are two little sort of like M&M looking candies where before they were gumballs, and they started realizing exactly like they did with the Tweety Bird that those things become misshapen, melted. They terrify children. Children will not eat them anymore if they look like freaking ET or some shit. And that's just, it was amazing to see those things sort of come and go. I was never poop blue for 3 days. Indeed, around me, dude.
Yeah, from all the color, all the food coloring in it.
Yeah, there was some bad stuff in there, man. They definitely had nasty stuff in there, man. I think the blue number 5 and all that good stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We needed to stay away from that. So Ken, throw another one at me. What's another one of your favorite all time?
Let's dig in here because I bought a whole bunch just now. So let's see what we got.
Where'd he go, man?
Oh, how about this? How about the drumstick? Drumstick is always a popular, and again, another item that you can just hold in your hand.
Are you gonna pound down another piece of ice cream in front of us?
I am
right
not gonna eat this.
Okay, I was just gonna say this could have been
ill.
Are you sure you don't want to?
Camera, I don't want to at all. I've eaten too.
No, not you. I was asking everyone else if they want Ken to finish that king size king cone
yes,
drumstick
I
right
want
now on air.
Big one too. It's a king size.
Everybody's doing
it's a lot of drumstick. But what's great about the drumstick, again, being able to hold it easy, and if you eat all the way to the end, you're rewarded because at the very bottom of the cone, it's filled with chocolate. It's just pure chocolate.
Oh, that's right.
At the
That
bottom
little.
of the cone.
Oh God,
it's a
you're
great
right, man.
last bite, and this is a great item. I didn't often get it because this was also one of those things you could always get in the stores. You know, there were certain things you get at the ice cream man that you couldn't get in stores, but these were always like in 6-packs and stuff in the stores. So I didn't get it a lot from ice cream. An ice cream man favorite I love and I wish I could find. It's a screwball. I love a screwball. That was probably what I bought the most from the ice cream man. Right there. That is what I purchased the most when I went to get to an ice cream truck by far. If I had to give like probably 70% of the time, it was going to be a screwball.
Well, you know, I was never a big.
Let me tell you real quick. When I told you earlier that this was my 100% favorite and it was tied with one, it was tied with this. And I don't have a picture of it, but apparently after that came something called the 2-ball screwball, which has 2 gumballs in there.
Yeah.
We missed the boat on that. Hash Brown, I apologize for cutting you off. Roll on.
No, I was not a big fan of the screwball. So
you didn't like it, huh?
No, man.
It was Italian ice with a little extra gum on the bottom. It was freaking beautiful.
Terrible gum, really hard as a rock.
Very bad.
You had to squeeze it, and it was you got it all over your face.
Listen, if you waited and you let that, if you let that,
you're thinking of a push-up.
No, that's a push-up. No, you don't think of a push-up. You push up, it's got a stick, and you just push it up.
What are you talking about?
I'll tell you this.
It came with the wooden spoon thing, and that's how you ate your screwball, dude.
Maybe I never got the wooden spoon, dude.
No, that's possible.
Well, you couldn't have missed it because it was actually stuck on the top of the lid.
That's true.
It was the size of the circumference of it.
I don't think I've ever had. Maybe you know what? I don't think I've ever had a screwball then.
What the hell are you talking about? That you don't like something you never had?
What you crying about?
Because I thought I had something like it and it would taste like shit, boy. And it was a squeezy little triangle thing, and I would get it in my face.
What did the truck look like that you bought ice cream from?
It looked like Knight Rider, dude.
The truck that you bought ice cream from looked like Knight Rider.
It would make that noise.
It was an '81 Pontiac Trans Am. That's I would tell you right now, dude. You should have definitely told somebody about that.
It smelled like Brute. You walk up to it.
That is horrendous, man.
It's weird, man. It's weird.
Guys, I don't know if you've noticed, but there's a very succinct color in the background right here. It's beautiful. And I don't know if you've also noticed that I'm a little bit richer nowadays. I'm able to splurge for some things that maybe some people aren't allowed to splurge for anymore. And I've got myself a nice
ring pop.
Ring pop-a-roni, guys. You know what I'm talking about. Come on, these things are great. These things are classic. They're old school. It's these little things that also wind up catching my eye when I was whenever I was at that. For some reason, it was just one of those things where the crystal colored gums and candies, those things always worked for me. Always.
So that means you ring pops, watermelon too.
This is the color. This is the one I have right here too.
That's the same exact. That would be it.
That's good living. That's good living right there. That's good eating.
Yeah. You had to find creative ways to do it. Kind of like you had to always put it in the side of your mouth when you're with your homies. You know what I mean? You don't want to go directly in. There was something about that. And listen, I'm not going off on anything. I'm just saying,
it's cute.
As a young man, I didn't want to go directly in. It had to enter through the side and maybe even bitten first. Just to show everyone around you that
you got to show dominance.
Only a lollipop.
You got to show dominance. Yeah, exactly.
I couldn't help it. I sucked on it. It's freaking delicious. We got some comments popping up. What do we have here? Love the drumstick. Love the drumstick. Yes, 100%. 100%.
Well, I'm going to tell you, when you're going to talk about hard candies, now or laters. We used to get those. They used to come in little 5-packs. I used to love those, man. They had all the different flavors, and you would lose it. Literally, if your teeth were falling out, put an hour later in. You just bite right there, and it's
Thank
done.
you.
Yep.
Here's the deal, because I remember always wanting to bite on that because they started getting a little soft and malleable, and it tricked you into thinking you can bite into that shit.
Not yet,
I would always do it. I would always do it. I'm an idiot face.
But that was neat with the ice cream truck because it had so many other cool things to get like that. The ring pops and stuff like Fun Dip. That was another one. It was just,
Lick-O-Maid, Fun Dip, yes.
You talking about
pure sugar. I mean, that's all this is. Pure sugar. And the process for eating it, too, is really awesome because they give you
it's just a big block of sugar.
Big block of sugar, the big sugar stick. It's pure sugar right here. So you just, you're just bringing sugar. And then
how's that sugar not dissolve faster? What they do to that sugar to make it not dissolve faster? I don't understand science.
I don't do food additives or.
I love those as well. I love these guys too. Do y'all remember the double bubble packs?
Oh yeah,
the multi-packs.
Yes, another gum that would be flavorful for like 20 seconds, and then you got
maybe if you're lucky. And I want to show you something real quick. This is a sealed package, by the way, and it says 12 on it. It does, but there's only 10.
Oops.
I thought that was pretty funny. They got me really hard. I don't even know what I paid for this. I was making sure that I could at least get some of the ones that were popular to me.
I would just throw it away.
You know what? Yeah, that thing seems like it's been.
I wouldn't eat that. That's been tampered with.
I mean, like
that was.
I kind of crushed one of them. I think they're still kind of soft. They're not bad. But we had someone mention this in the comment section. We got to talk about
Astro Pops. Yes.
Oh,
hey, Astro. Shut up, Astro.
They can stab people with those.
Yes, weaponry. This is
what
she
this
said
was. That. She said that.
This was mostly so you can stab your friend. That's right. Brandy got it.
Shit, Brandy.
That absolutely was. Those things would be.
If you watch my High Times reviews for the last 2 weeks, dude, she was there on the ball. She's here again. That's exactly how Brandy rolls. Exactly why I wanted to show that picture because I know that's why she brought it up. And this is the old school version. So if I want you to take a look, those little red flags on the left, those were the sticks that you held onto. Right. And then you basically sucked that, whatever the hell flavor that yellow was. The whole thing was the same flavor, by the way. It was just different color.
Yeah,
but
it really was.
So you would suck that thing down all the way to the end, and then your tongue would be different colors. It would all be great. But what other people also found out is if you just kind of worked on that if you just kind of worked the shaft at the end right there, that yellow part, you could actually make it into a very nice and hardened ice pick and simply murder the shit out of your friends and then just eat the evidence. You would really never get caught. It's just, yeah, those things were eventually what they did was they flipped it around so that the stick was no longer on the flat side. It would be on the pointy side so that you would have to start sucking down on the red part just to get to that nasty yellow part, which it's just very weird looking. Again, it's all the same flavor, I think, but those are just one of those things. I like the sort of out of the box items. Did you guys ever collect these by any chance?
Wacky no.
So these wacky packages, shout out to my brother Bill Riley. You know, we collected these things by the hundreds growing up, and we had these very old ones. The ones that you're looking at right now are really one of the first runs. But the wacky packages were also those items to the side that would be next to toys, ring pops, and all these other things. So
baseball cards.
Baseball cards, football cards. When everybody was looking at the ice cream, that's what I was peeping, man. I was looking for the weird little kind of odd little things that people weren't messing with, like these things.
Yeah, oh God, whistle pops. Hey, you guys,
whistle pop. Whistle pop.
They were legitimate whistles from Peter Paul, a great company. They got bought out eventually, I think, Peter Paul. But
you can chip a tooth on those things, dude.
Yeah, there were another ones where like the thing is they were a whistle only as long as you wanted it to be a whistle, and then when you wanted it to become candy, it was no longer a whistle.
Nope.
So you had to say goodbye to it. You couldn't have both. It wasn't like that in the world.
That's why it's a whistle pop.
Can you name another famous non-ice cream candy that you found during the time we grew up on an ice cream truck? Because I got it queued up right now. Production told me they've got it, so I've got it. What do you think it is?
Big League Chew.
Pop
Rocks! How about the Pop Rocks? Those are great.
I would put those in my soda.
Yeah, still popping. Still.
Let me tell you, it wasn't that long ago where I said to myself, I need to find a way to take that technology and add garlic flavoring to it for dinners. and stuff like that, which I thought would be really cool. Copyrighted. That was my idea. Bob Riley 2022. Get away. You're going to get sued. Those were some amazing ones. What did you guys think about the run-of-the-mill creamsicle?
What, it's not run of the mill, dude. That is
It
is a delicacy, dude. If it's done right.
If it's done right, what does that mean? If it's done right, it's done the same way every time.
Listen,
as far as I'm concerned, it's the same exact thing as this.
Yes, agreed. As far as what the flavor is, you're right.
It's so good. So good.
It's not.
So we're talking about one that's served in a toilet paper roll, or one that is served on a stick without the need of a toilet paper roll.
Right. Yeah, you're right. It's the same thing. And no, unless these were offered to me, like if it was something that like my sister got and then she's like, I don't want to fit it, I would eat it. But I would never order the push-up or that thing. If it was at someone's house and it was like the only dessert, I'd eat it. But no, I wouldn't be buying that. That's
creamsicle's delicious. I look forward to them. They even have sodas like that flavor.
I'm sorry to hear. I would not drink that.
Oh, I'm beside myself.
You are right there next to all of us.
You see that shadow? I'm beside myself over here.
You are still in the same spot.
No.
What are you growing on your face? Is that like a full mustache, or is there stuff growing down lower too?
It'll be the.
Why doesn't the hair stay the same color though?
Because I'm old.
Well, I'm older than you, and at least it's somewhat. Well, I guess I got patches. But
let me ask you guys this:
for you, son.
When you guys talk about the popsicles, the old school popsicles, let's talk about the ones that are just the single popsicle on a stick. Remember what I'm talking about? It's just an ice popsicle on a stick. Have any of you at any point in time grabbed one out of the freezer and found out that it was one of the ones with the cream in the middle of it? The cream in the middle of it, and then been really pissed off about it? Because if that ever happened in my house, that shit went right in the trash. I don't know what it was, but if I was expecting like a cherry or a lemon ice flavor, and I bit into it and got the ice cream, like it was sort of like a root beer ice cream.
Like yogurt?
Yeah,
it was bad. I hated it. I would get so pissed and throw it out. Let me know in the comment section if that pissed you off, because that was a little pet peeve.
I remember those, and I was actually okay with those as long as I knew that that's what I was getting. Then I would be. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I was good with eating those. Like it was almost like a creamsicle, to be honest with you, but it wasn't of an orange flavor. It'd be of whatever. If you had a cherry or a grape or whatever, and the inside it had like that same kind of almost creamsicle, you know. Inside, but it was a popsicle on the outside. It really wasn't that bad. I was cool.
Sounds delicious, actually, man.
I'm just saying,
sounds like amazing. Why would you? Why would you?
It sounds delicious, man. Oh man, yeah. So I don't know.
Ice cream rules.
A lot of the good stuff. Let me tell you, a lot of the good stuff was the side stuff, man, and I loved it, man. I loved all the extra little tiny things. How about the Super Twin?
The Super Twin. Man. That was the one I thought
you could share with a friend.
Yeah.
Share with a friend.
I like the galactic
or eat them
grape,
both.
though. The grape was much better. I love the
grape.
The
cherry was.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was two. I know that there was two flavors, and I forgot. I don't think we represented grape icy flavor in anything that we did tonight.
I don't like it.
That's very odd.
I'm a fan of the grape. I'm not a huge cherry fan. I don't mind cherry, but
grape. I'm a cherry guy. I'm cherry all day.
Watermelon, apple. I like those. That's more.
I like apple too.
Those are good.
Watermelon,
good candy flavors. Though the good thing though, I got to say about ice cream truck, at least back in the day for us, it was a great way to get some transportation around town. When you knew what the ice cream truck's route was, you could sit on that back bumper. It was probably like 8 or 10 inches. Just enough for your butt to sit on.
Big.
And you kind of like drag your feet, and it's like holding onto a hinge to the door, but they can't see you, and you just go.
They're not going that fast.
Yeah, they don't go that fast.
And they're not going that fast.
It was a great way to get around town. To get to your friend's house a couple blocks away because you knew they were going to be there. You'd be like, yeah, I'm coming with the ice cream man. So they like knew when you got there. It's pretty cool.
A few people put Jolly Rancher. The Jolly Rancher candies, they always sell them for like a nickel. And those were always so good, man. They had all the different flavors. Nickel candies.
They had the fire ones, the fireballs.
Oh, the fireballs.
The fireballs they would sell for like a quarter or whatever. But those things, Atomic Fireballs. I think those were insane. But
Oh
yeah, you could get
man,
those.
you know, I wasn't a fan of those
Jawbreakers
growing up,
too.
dude, but
No,
I did
I-
love them later. I did love them later, man.
I don't know. Those weren't.
I don't like 'em at all.
good.
I
I
never-
tried them a few
never
times.
good.
I don't know if I could do all that. That's
Warheads. Oh man,
Warheads, yeah,
Warheads are crazy.
the lemon ones too.
And
Yeah.
the
Lemon
spicy
heads.
ones or the lemon heads, the little box.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The lemon heads were good too, man. The lemon heads
Yeah,
were good.
man.
I like the there was a few I think I just was watching an episode of Seinfeld and I noticed that they had the an A&W root beer, those little barrels
Oh yeah.
next on the cash register, but also the red candy that I think was called like Cherry Chan or something like that, or it seemed very racist to me, if I'm being honest. And, I don't think I see it anymore. It was literally like sort of like an Asian picture of like an old school, like, I don't know, Big Trouble in Little China looking dude on the front. It was Cherry Chan, I think is what it was called. Very odd. But hey, let's get on the Jolly Rancher.
Jolly Rancher.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
man,
but
Jolly
that-
Rancher with the band.
That was the one that removed your teeth, right?
All right. Yeah. No, it was a now relators. Well, these two, honestly. You can make these pretty sharp too, honestly.
Yeah, but these are
Stab
hard
people with them.
candies. Those are
can
straight
make-
up hard candies. Now and laters are somewhat
Malleable, like taffy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
These right here, what you could do with these is you could not only sharpen
those
the side,
shapes.
you can
Yeah.
bite into them and turn them into like a saw. And then you can
Oh.
also not only kill your victims, but also dismember them. Candy was amazing, guys,
Yes.
growing up.
You
Had
can
a
use it
lot
so
of
many different
purposes.
ways.
A lot of
Yeah, what on purpose?
crazy. Hey, listen, I know that we named all the great ice cream treats as far as I'm concerned. So I don't think we left anything out. You guys happy with that?
I'm good
I'm
with
fat
it.
and happy. I'm fat.
I'm good. I am
Fat
going
happy
to
about
be
that?
sick.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that,
Yeah. Don't stop, get it.
all right. I know I said that all right, we're going to get ice cream.